Hello everyone. I thought I would do a new series this year. So for those of you who didn't know, during the Christmas vacation, Christmas season, I got this Technica Camaro ZL1 race car. As you guys know, I'm a big NASCAR fan. This has, as you guys can see, 672 pieces. This is what the finished product's going to look like from the back, and that's what it's going to look like from the front. So I thought I'd do this in weekly parts. So I got to do this, and I'm going to do this not in weekly parts, but I'm going to do it in daily, semi-daily parts. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So it's pretty cool. These come up with their own construction booklet. They come up with they usually come up with 4 packages. I'm just going to show you guys. So I believe this is the engine, the drivetrain a little bit, and package number 3 and 2 of the body. There's also some decals for the number for this car. So now I know what you guys are probably gonna be saying. Well, like, the Camaro doesn't run anymore. It's just known as the Chevrolet ZL1 or whatever it is in NASCAR. So I'm going to start with so you get 2 wheels, although that's going to be done in the chassis. So these are tires. So what I'm going to do is it tells you what to start with first. So as you guys can see, there's a diagram for. So the first one is part of the engine. This one is part of the chassis where the engine lays in, the outer body, and then eventually the finished product. So I'm going to follow this book to the T, and so this is going to be the basis for, so this first, so I don't know how many pages I'm going to get to. The guy for this car begins on chapter 6. So this diagram is for the first one. So my first setup is to get a piece like this. This is going to be the basis of our engine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the booklet on the floor so I can do this, and I'm going to try to pull this open, not rip it open, so the pieces don't fall out of million places. So this is going to be the bottom of our engine block, I guess. And there's usually small little bags stuff like that. Like these are going to be our, this is going to be the basis for our engine right here. So, and generally piece of advice for anybody who wants to build one of these Technic kits, take your time because there's so many little bits and pieces. My first car, the McLaren GTR, F1 GTR, I actually ended up messing up the one of the floors, one of the door sills, and I had to pull the car apart only to do it again. So, so you want to follow the instructions to the letter, and sorry, I'm gonna mute this for a second. Jamie Oliver, whatever, he's having an interview with Sir Tom Jones in the background, but we're not interviewing Sir Tom Jones. So, so what you want to do is the first instruction is to take two of these little guys, and what you're going to do is snap them on the back of the chassis. So so they're going to go in these little holes right here. So I'm going to find them. Usually if they're not in the main group, usually they're in the little accessories kit. So again, be very, very gentle opening up these bags, because you'll have to be searching for these parts forever, and I don't recommend that. So just dump them out gently and don't let them roll. So the part we're looking for is one of these little guys, and this little thing will snap in, I believe, right into place. You really have to be really intricate with the good little technique is just to put it down on the desk enough leverage. That way you'll be able to put these things in, because if you try to fight it and try to pull it up, try to do it up in the air like I just did, you're gonna be here for about a month and a half trying to do this. So and it is awkward because see, it has to go something like this. It is awkward because so the next parts we're going to need So the next parts we're going to need are these T-shaped setups, and if I'm looking at them correctly, we're going to put pins on the bottom. These four of the, we're going to take two of these and we're going to put two on each, and then they take a little while to interlock. Make sure you're using the correct one. I'm making sure I'm using the correct ones because quite frankly, you don't want to be here all day searching for the parts. Like, don't use something like this. You're not supposed to. So next I'm going to do the second. I may get a box or something to line this up. So next we're going to take one of these and we're going to line this up into the chassis right here, and then we're going to take another one of those bits. Sometimes it takes a little bit, so you want to make sure the little plus symbol over there is pointing out. So and you guys are probably wondering, well, like, there's no way you're getting this thing in, because these holes right here, if you guys can't see, are already preoccupied by stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these little guys, and as you guys can see, there's an adapter on the end here. I'm going to slide that on in there. Same thing. There's a female end and there's a male end. The reason why they call it a female end and a male end is because, well, this well, you guys will get what it means. It's because well, you kind of insert one part into the other. So if those of you old enough to know, well, not that one. So and what you will do is you'll take one part, one of these, and you'll take the end of one of these and insert one of these into here. As you guys can see, if you guys aren't looking, that will hold that in place. So I can do that with the other side. What that red piece does is it acts as an anchor for the other bit there. So you can always turn these to as well. Let me just see what orientation these are in. Oh, those are turned up. Okay, so these will be turned up like so. So that those are flat. So you're gonna see, so it should look like this at the beginning. So next, it is telling us to take two of these red ones. And you can see that there's that little plus symbol or cross symbol in there. We're just going to take two of these. And it's going to look something like this. And then the diagram is going to have us flip it over. And this is where it gets interesting. So I'm going to need a part that looks like this. This looks like a gear. And a part that looks like this. Now here's the part. So I was trying to find the part. So it's this brownish reddish one. Apparently there's 9 of them in the kit. So then I found the one that's supposed to be here. So from what I'm reading, this is supposed to go so yeah, so I suggest putting this down like this. Actually, that won't work, actually. So I'm going to stand it up. There we go. So it's probably the beginning of our crankshaft right there. So I'm gonna see how much time I've spent on this. So alrighty guys, I'm going to stop right there. That's kind of my first intro to this because I took too long to do this. I will pick this up on another night. We just gotten a couple of things. I'm going to try to read the book and try to see if I can get this up a little bit more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Good day.